Today I'm excited to be joined by Shelley King, whose Corrie character Yasmeen Nazir made her first appearance 5 years ago this week. Since then, Yasmeen's lost a son and discovered her husband's 7-year affair, and she's currently engaged in the beginnings of a dark, coercive control story with her partner Jeff. Shelley, thank you so much for coming on the podcast to chat today.
Pleasure. Thank you for asking me.
No worries. Well, 5 years, where's the time gone? Does it seem like that long to you?
I know. I can't believe it. It's just sped by. And there it is. The older you get, though, the faster things go, I find. And I'm getting on now. I think I was described as a pensioner on Twitter, which I am, actually, nearly. But, suddenly you think, when did that happen?
Yeah.
So they go. Yeah.
So before Corrie, you'd played quite a few parts in theatre as well as roles in various TV dramas, and sometimes for a handful of episodes, sometimes a couple of years, like when you did Angels. So what was it that made you decide to give soap opera a try?
The first thing that I saw one of the first programs that I can remember when I came here in 1964, 65, I can't remember whether 64, 65, I was little, was Coronation Street.
Was it?
And I remember in this little flat that we had in Wimbledon, listening to and I do remember that, and I remember my mother many years later, after I'd been in drama school, and after I'd done Angels, actually, and I landed this one lovely scene with Peggy Ashcroft in Jewel and the Crown. Yeah. And it was obviously, I didn't get to go to India. I got to go to Manchester, and we were at the Manchester studios of Corrie, and my mother didn't really care about Peggy Ashcroft, but I was sitting next to Pat Phoenix, so that really excited her and all her neighbours. So it's iconic, isn't it? It's been in our lives, and the thing about it also, Michael, is its theatricality. There are larger, it's evolved during time, but I remember it as having larger than life, very theatrical characters, and so and women. And older women. And for all those reasons, I thought, well, come on, when we talked about it, and when I was told that I could actually create the character, I thought, well, that's brilliant, and I'd love to have a go at it. And very luckily, they gave me a go at her. So
how did that work then? You were told, we want to give you some kind of role on Corrie. What sort of person would you like to play, or?
No, they didn't. They would that would happen. They didn't ask me what sort of person I would like to play, but I knew they were searching for a Muslim matriarch, as it were. And I, when I went up to see them about it, I said there are several women of my age who happen to be from Pakistan, whom I know, and this is what I can bring you. I cannot bring you anything that I think to be atypical, or I don't want to go out there and do the thing that you all know. I want to show a woman, and they gave me first parameters. Like she was a librarian in 1977. Or 1975, 77. She's 2 years older than me, and from that, if you wanted to be a head librarian, rather, in those days, you had to have a first-class English degree. And these were things I knew about women that I had worked as an actor with, writers, poets, and so I knew this woman. I created a woman who wasn't perhaps as the sort of Pakistani woman that people are exposed to in this country. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If this woman was to be the woman who had been in charge of a library in 1977, she had to be a certain sort of woman. So she was a secular character. She had been to an English university, a British university, which you had to have a first from a British university, and also I knew from my conversations with my friends that Pakistan or Islam is also a very class-based society, and nobody from a class that one would imagine Yasmeen came from, in that she was educated in this country or in America, as most people in that time were, mostly in America now.
Yeah.
She would not have readily been allowed to be mixed with Sharif, who was a wheeler dealer boy, you know, and so we created this character who had left her family, you know, who had been abandoned by her own family because of the decision, not because of her religion, but for the decision to marry beneath her class.
Yeah.
So she was a woman entirely alone. She's a secular woman who has had to make her own way in life. And I thought, particularly for a soap opera, and because it's based in truth and research that I've done, it would be much more interesting to people than you know, or something that certainly they hadn't seen in the past, Michael. So so I got excited about that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I remember when the Nazirs came into the show, and there was a big hoo-ha about them being Corrie's first Muslim family.
Yeah.
I mean, was there a kind of a sense of responsibility to live up to expectations, or?
Well, you know, Michael, I've been in a lot of. I'm an Anglo-Indian actor.
Yeah.
And I have been considered to be a South Asian actor, i.e. an actor from the Indian subcontinent, certainly in television, for all my career. So I valued the idea of creating a character whom I had experienced based on history and context that I had experience with, and wasn't subjected to what was the televisual norm of characters, i.e., you know, I had played in television quite a few characters called Miss and Miss Patel in the 80s, you know, and I didn't, which is why I always loved theatre anyway. I was in India, I was in Calcutta, I was brought up, my grandfather read me Shakespeare when I was very young, so you know, I was brought up with that, and actually English was my mother tongue. So I valued the possibility of playing a character based on truth, but one that hadn't been explored on television in that way before.
I get it. I really love how Yasmeen can be both a bit of a firecracker, like, you know, the part of the line of strong Corrie women, like you said, but she also acts as a calming motherly figure on the street. I like how she offers words of comfort, support the characters who need it. She's got a real kind of dual side, hasn't she?
Well, absolutely, but also because I think she's alone. Because I think she's absolutely alone. She desperately wants, you know, her son brought them both, Sharif, and he went, but her son brought her into this community. He fell in love with somebody in this community, and she's alone, and she's now on her own, and her granddaughter is here, and her grandchildren were here. Well, her grandson now gone, but and she wants to be desperately a part of this community, and she is a woman of great resource, and she knows the difficulty she had to face because her own parents did not want to actually own her personality. Yeah. She knows what people must feel, so she is tolerant, but she also has a temper. Which explains the mistakes that she made during her life. And I think that's we're all like that, aren't we? We're all multifaceted. We like to do this, you know. I was going to make a political comment about what's happening now in our present government, but I won't do that. But you know, we are all full of dichotomy in our lives, and I would like to show a Pakistani character who is very like everybody we know, you know, who makes mistakes, who's absolutely blitzingly wrong, and yet comes from a good place, and sometimes doesn't come from a good place. Sometimes comes from a very selfish place, because that's what we all are. You know, what I don't want to do is to, and I've never wanted to do, is to present a politically correct character, because human beings are not politically correct, and I'm hoping that's what I'm managing slowly to do with Yasmeen, and with the help of the producers and writers of Coronation Street. Gradually, I hope that's what we're hoping to do, because you can't do it overnight. It needs a bit of time.
No, yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I remember as well how supportive she was with Rana after she split up with Zidane.
Yeah.
So some people said that was like a betrayal of Zidane from you. How did you see that?
No, I mean, I don't. There were several scenes about that, and yes, she was torn. However, she knew that if a person is, I mean, she loved Sharif.
Yeah.
She was told she couldn't marry Sharif. She knew that everything about her, the culture that her parents were following at that time, be it right or wrong, they were right, but she didn't want to do it. She knew she couldn't do it. So how then? And she knew actually also it would have been bad for her and for the man she might have married, who was her parents' choice, to carry on a life of well, a lie, really.
Yeah.
And she didn't want that to happen. She didn't want that to happen to Rana.
Yeah.
And I desperately did not want her to become this Muslim woman who completely vilified anything to do with the possibility of homosexuality in the family. For all my, because she she is not religious, as I've said before. Although she respects all religions, she is not religious, but I think she's a humanitarian.
Yeah.
And
that's
I base her. I can't help it. I also base her on my own beliefs and the beliefs of the friends, some of whom are Pakistani, a lot of whom are Pakistani and Indian Muslims, whom I know. I haven't just picked her out of something and created her. I've because my training, my ethos is to create characters who are believable, who I've talked to and met, and therefore I just wanted to create somebody that was real and not bound by political correctness. A secular woman who was alone in the world and therefore did her best to fit in with it because of the experiences she'd had through her own rejection in the world because of the beliefs she had. If that's not too convoluted.
Yeah, and you've also spoken in the past about how Rana's struggles over her sexuality echoed some of what you had to go through as well, right?
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. And very much I remember when I first went back to India after a long time, being very conflicted about whether I came out, because it's difficult in India. It still is. And I remember meeting quite a powerful woman now, who I will not name, but who had not a homosexual experience, but an experience whereby her parents did not want her to marry a man from another religion. Yeah. And and because of what and because of the experiences she had, she was very open to my relationship with Trilby and the problems we'd gone through, and we have become since then very great friends. And that's my part of Yasmeen as well. I take from her. Yeah. Yeah. So it's all little bits of life that you've taken in this. In me 60, I'm coming up to 64 soon. And I get old and losing my hair. I don't dye my hair, by the way, if anybody thinks I do. I don't know why it's like this, but yeah. So anyway. But I also like comedy and we're laughing, and I also like that. I like that side of Yasmeen where she's so bloody minded. And so is Sally, and so I love all that stuff with Sally, and and she likes dogs and all that. I'd love Yasmeen to have a dog, or go back to Jack's dog, and there was all that.
Yeah, there was that scene where you and Yasmeen and David were fighting over David the dog, wasn't there? That was funny.
David the dog. I'd like to see David. I'd like to have another scrap about David, because it's. But you see that's the lovely thing about Corrie, because it's almost classical in its structure, because it's difficult therefore to play, because there is huge comedy and then extraordinary drama. But that's the way to go about it, But and I think that's, in my opinion, that's why it's the best soap around, because it still has that basic recipe. I do believe that, and that's why I love it, because I'm a theatre person, and it still is theatrical. Of course, it's running with the times. Of course, it has to cope with or be there with the other soaps. But there's still a sort of backbone, a spinal cord that keeps it where it is, and that never lets you forget. All those wonderful characters, never lets you forget. Jean Alexander and Jack and all those and Liz Dawn and all those bloody wonderful, extraordinary characters that were there.
So who do you get on and have a laugh with on the cast the most?
Me at the moment, I get along so famously with my dear boyfriend,
with Barty.
Ian Barty, but with Barty, Ian Bartholomew, we get on because we both have the humour of a 14-year-old boy, as does Peter Gunn. So when the three of us are together, oh my lord,
Watch out.
Yeah. And this 14-year-old boy without any humour, I was like, please give it back to me. No, but I do love, and I love working with Sal Diniver. I just love it. We talk the same language. There is I love working with Coulson.
Yeah, you did, because you did the library sit-in with him, didn't you? Way back.
Yeah. And I've seen him grow up, and I love Cole, and everybody, you work and you have a bond, and there's a marvelous bonding that happens there, and it's a family. It takes a longer time, I because I've done lots of theatre actors, because they have to bare their souls, and if they're lucky, 8 weeks of rehearsal, but more than usually about 3 weeks of rehearsal. And you're away from home and you live with each other, but this takes a longer time, because some people have been doing it for many years, and people go home, so it takes a bit of time to build up, really. But it is a family. I'm so close to the people in makeup, the people in wardrobe, the ADs, the script writers. We all talk to each other. The producers, sometimes I don't, but we do have a conversation, and I enjoy that. And I'm always I'm sure people run and hide when they see me, because I'm always sort of I'm a stickler for I think, because I think people from the Indian subcontinent are absolutely sticklers for syntax and grammar. So I want Yasmeen to be absolutely without, as far as she can be, any grammatical discrepancies or misdemeanors, because they are.
Especially when she's got to have this English degree, hasn't she, to be a librarian? So.
Yeah, but it is. But you go to India, you go to Calcutta, where I was born. And which is Bengali, and I did a bit of Shakespeare in there, and sometimes you just cut, but people get bits of speeches that they know very well. Ooh, absolute mayhem. Why did you forget your lines? I think, no, we actually did that. We but in a way that's treasured, and in Calcutta, the first, in fact, I don't know whether you know, but Bollywood, which is the proscenium art, was introduced into Calcutta by, what's his name? Very famous actor. Oh, my brain's gone now. But his brother introduced the proscenium art to Calcutta, and from that, if you notice all Bollywood dances, they come flat onto you.
I can't say I've seen a whole lot of Bollywood,
yes,
but I'll trust you on that one.
But it is, but it's, Britain and India have a huge history. It is a familial history. It's I don't know. I think it's almost blood. It's in and out. It's been there since the time of Elizabeth I of England, where Indians were brought into this country and fated because of their exoticism, and people were encouraged to go to that actually, in the early 17th century, so and even in the court of Elizabeth, were fated, and then many, particularly Scots and Irish, went over and made their homes India, and were encouraged to intermarry, and then when it became an empirical relationship, that all changed. But I, as an Anglo-Indian, I am that bastard child of the of the great marriage between India and Great Britain. So, but anyway, there is, and I love, and there are extraordinary things happening with Yasmeen, and I think also because of her strength and her isolation, she is a wonderful candidate for this type of coercive.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. What was your reaction to being told about this story? I mean, do you think Yasmeen? I agree. I think she's really good fit for it. Yeah,
she really, really is, because she's actually quite alone in the world. She's a very strong woman, but she's got Alia now, but the history of coercive relationships indicates that the partner who is the main perpetrator gradually takes over the life of this person and is attracted more, whether that perpetrator is male or female, attracted to strong people, wants almost to become them, wants to be them, wants to gain strength almost by taking from them.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening slowly.
We have seen it very slowly, because there have been a few hints dropped since kind of at Christmas time, haven't there?
Yeah. There's been some time actually before that, little bits right from the first moment that people might or might not have, been aware of. But this is a long running, and we don't want to take it. We don't want to take it lightly, and we don't know how it's going to end, because there are many case studies. The writers are looking. We don't know, but it happens. Like, I don't know, all these statistics. 1.2 million women experience domestic abuse every year. Hundreds of 960 offences of coercive. And I'm reading this because we recently put a press release out of all of this, but. And it's extraordinary. It's extraordinary how, that nevertheless only 59 offenders are found guilty out of all this. I mean, what the hell's going on?
I know.
And that's another thing that's so important about Corrie. You're a huge fan, and that Corrie explores some really important male suicide. They've done extraordinary things that make people who might not otherwise be learning about the opportunities and the ways to go through, the ways to recognize. Corrie does it, to 7 million, 8 million, 9 million. I don't know what the bloody audience figures are, but it's huge. I love doing a play, and even if it's selling to a house of 1,500 every night for however long, it's not going to reach 9 million people.
No, of course.
And maybe those people won't come to see it, and that would, for whatever reason, So, and that's why at my age also that I thought I've done that, and I'd like to go back, and I thought Angels was quite important in its time, and now I think Corrie's very important, and I'm enjoying just being a part of a family. For a long time.
So how you say you don't know how the story's going to end yet? How would you personally prefer it to end? Do you think that? I mean,
I can't tell you that. I can't. I have no preference. We're all. I mean, I really can't, Michael, because I can't. It's not that I don't want to. I can't. I have a meeting on Friday with the producer and the storyliners, and we're going to talk about what's happened and see. What the next steps are, because above all, what we wanted to do is not be exploitative, not be sensational, but to be real. Okay, so I can't tell you. It's how. Let's see how it evolves. during the playing of it, during the writing of it, and it also has to have light and shade, because all these things, as far as I know, and I've spoken to a lot of people, some of these relationships last for years and years. And it can't in soap time, but it certainly can be given a significant amount of time to explore all the depths and of and complications of this relationship. It has to be.
Yeah, and at the moment, Yasmeen doesn't really seem to be realising exactly what's happened to her either. At some point she's gonna realise, I would think, hang on a minute, something's not right here. But you're right, it's not the sort of story that can be rushed.
No, but that's what we've discovered. I mean, the thing is that women like Yasmeen don't realise what they're doing. And in a way, as far as we are, this is at the stage we're at, that men like Jeff don't realise. They think they're being protective. They think the world of fantasy that they're living is building a protective base. Yeah,
because that's what I was thinking when I was watching Jeff last week, and some of what he was doing could really have just been seen an honest attempt to protect his girlfriend. But then, of course, then we get on Monday's episode this week, he's selling Yasmeen's jewellery on, and you start to think, hang on a minute, I think he must know that this isn't right.
Yeah. I mean, but does he? But does he think he's doing it for a I don't know. And we, as I say, we're discovering. I only know for certain what's happening that I'm doing now. Although we've talked about projections and behavioral patterns, but we haven't discussed how we're going to do that yet.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad to hear that it's going on for a long time, and I'm hoping that you're going to stay in Corrie for a long time too. Are you happy to stay for as long as they'll have you?
Well, yes, as long as we both the character of Yasmeen excites them, and the plans that they have for Yasmeen, as long as she can be, as long as we can both be an integral and interesting and creative part of each other's lives, we will stay together.
Sounds good to me.
That's all I can say, and it will be what it will be. I love it here. I think I get on well with people. I think I've gotten on well with the producers, and we're now on the third producer.
Yeah, because it was Stuart Blackburn that introduced your family, wasn't it?
Yes, he did. And I certainly, I enjoyed working with Kate, and I've certainly very much enjoyed working with Ian. And we'll see what happens. Yeah. But I like it here, so let's see. How long is a piece of string, Michael? I don't know. I'm an actor, and I've been around a long time, and I'm a realist. So I know times are changing, and people have different dynamics and but I have no plans to leave Coronation Street, and I don't know whether Coronation Street has any plans to get rid of me. So let's see.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. It's been lovely speaking to you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's lovely. Right. See ya.
Bye bye, honey. Bye bye.